Pascual dancers, San Pascual Band from California. Please welcome San Pascual.
Sekadasin Gedanakuk, Yakothaune, Yayaki. It seems that the world sees you as wonderful people, wonderful dancers. Chagwayu Hashagun Kakotiti, Hakakas Hatahas, Haat Ya Tinyudane Kakwane Hasati, Wasa Hausikuti. A long time ago, the people of Alaska were wonderful people. They were strong enough, they were able enough, they had strong willpower, they had a strong spirit, and they survived through the ages. And we are here today as descendants of the people of Alaska. And our language was not lost. We are trying today to save it. And I will quote one of the older men of Alaska culture, Coach Ish Nakisan. When the guest arrived, he said to the people in canoe, Yanachon, Yandagachi Koch, Teka, Ayan, Anach Yandagachi Koch. And they followed him. The canoes that came landed where there were no rocks, there was just sand. And he spoke to them. Yake Yutusatine Uwaya Haishas Kahatayas Hasayadautuskene. When you came, you brought us comfort, encouragement. You came like we saw our fathers and our mothers. And he said further, Ye ought ten, because ye count your father's sisters is your hostess. She has food prepared for you that you might enjoy the food. And then he said, "It kasawe yahakani yanji de ayakachtuti yatzech adadisagachsatak." And after you have eaten refreshments, we will turn the rest over to our brothers-in-laws who will have charge of the dancing. And that's the way symbolically this celebration will proceed. Hachakwayo, Kinder an Duskringen, Harshakenya, Ietutuasa. A long time ago, our ancestors also respected the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit. Dunyade Anduskenj. Dunyade Anduskenj. Keten Kataka Akakaskem. A long time ago, our people also worshiped the God. Not many gods, but one God. And now we will do that. The United States Congress opens with prayer. The legislature of the state opens with prayer. The celebration of 2010 will open with prayer. Let us bow in prayer. Our Father God, we give you thanks for this wondrous occasion. We pray your blessing upon it and all those who will take part. We pray in the Master's name. the Prince of Peace. Amen.
Dr. Sobolov is only 102. He gets a lot of hugs. He gets a lot of hugs. Albert and I tell him to stop it, but he doesn't stop. Dear friends, can I talk in my grandfather's language for a moment? Takuchio chaduduasa achun ich angundach. My name is Takuch. It was given to me by my relatives, Frank and Peter Jack in Angoon. Klees Khadaya Yadayuk Kwaskit Achunke. I'm not the one that's going to welcome you, dear friends. Achunch Kadan Kach Kahet, my dear brother Peter Jack. Achkak Skotin, my tribal uncle, Roy Pradovich. Achkak Kusatan, my tribal uncle, Herman Kitka. Achliskshan Shakiche, my great-grandmother, Shakiche. My grandmother, Zach, Annie Johnson from Cake. These are the people that welcome you to this great gathering. Hasaya ye agidakas uwaat. Ye akian has uwanakyaya ki. Gunas chi shui o tusika. Na sedachat kuwatini a. We thank all of you that traveled a great distance to come here. Aduset ahedachat kuwatin. Some came from a short ways. We welcome all of you to this celebration. Chagwayo Klenach ka Ishandain tuditi. One old man began to feel sorry for himself and his people long ago. We iki gut. Tek akada gut. He walked down to a rocky point. Hakusti Haji kanasen. You ayashtayo to the tank. He was sinking hundreds of years ago. Our culture is fading away. What can I do to revive our culture? It was while he was thinking about it, Jodayu tutangayat te'achawati. Hindeke akawakik utetlan. He picked up a rock, as all of the boys will do. We're always boys, no matter if we're 102 or 4. We always throw a rock out. And he threw this rock out. He didn't know why. And while he was watching where the rock landed, the ripple began to go out and out and out and out. Jaya ko te ayo atatu di tan yu teke awukike. Atati di akahine dak chikau sikich. Aka ayetu di tan. And he thought that day, maybe I can make a difference. Maybe I can make a difference. Gus hastu ide kodashi ach ani kwani. Today, every one of you that came, you threw a rock. These telephones are no good. It might be Sarah Palin, so I won't answer it. On the other hand, it's probably Albert calling to tell me to stop. My brothers are like that. They do bad things to me when you're not watching them. Today, where you came from, Queen Charlotte Island, Haida country, Tsimshian country. There's a few of them. Chilkat country. There's 3 of them. Canadian country. Not bad. I suspected some immigrants were here. Yaktat Kwan. Getting better. Getting better. Shit Kakwan. Khuna Kwan. Angun Kwan. Kitchan Kwan. Not many. Teach Kwan. It sounds like there's 12 of them. Haynes Kwan. Juna Kwan. Tantiki Aya Kwan. Not very many. All of you, wherever you came from, you're making a ripple today to make a difference so that young people can remember you came together. Remember, you're the voice of yesterday. You're the voice of yesterday, and you're the voice of tomorrow. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Before I start, I want to thank my grandchildren for putting his hat on me today, and I want to thank my grandfather for letting me use it. This is an eagle hat from Mangoon, and I am Eagle, and I am from Mangoon, and I'm from Takeaway D. It's my job today to introduce to you some special guests. I'd like to start off today by asking if Dennis Egan is in the crowd. Senator Egan? He's not here, but I want you to know if you see him this week, you tell him that we outgrew this place 4 years ago. And they need to build a bigger building in Juneau for us. And tell him that there's a really big building in Anchorage. That'll get him going. Would you please welcome and thank the Rainbow Creek dancers from Haida Gwaii for their leading us in today. I don't think they realized it was 2 hours. because some of them were getting a little bit tired at the end, but they did a great job. Would you please welcome to the microphone the Mayor of Juneau, Alaska, the Honorable Bruce Botello, to say a few words to us.
Thank you, Albert. Thank you all. Thank you for honoring Juneau by having celebration here. It is something that enriches the life of our community. We look forward to it every 2 years. It's a reminder of who we are and where we are. It's very fitting that the theme this year is Hahani, our land, because it's a reminder both of the struggle that's going on now, but our connectedness to the land. Wherever we're from, this place shapes who we are, how we think, how we see the world, how we measure time. There's no doubt that the land defines the people. But it's also true that the people define the land. And this moment, this celebration happens at a crucial time when we know that legislation is moving through Congress to restore some measure of leadership over the destiny of this land. It's my fervent wish as I welcome you to Juneau that when we gather next in celebration, some full measure of that vision, that trust to the land will be restored. Buenas noches.
Would you please join me in welcome to the microphone to say a few words of welcome, the President of the Clinton Haida Central Council, Mr. Edward Thomas.
Chish Nakani, Anyak Tasani, Shaudanechi, Yake, Yakasatini. Honorable people of the land, it's good to see all of you here today. Zachu Khatu Sak, Shanskadeku Khatu Sak, Skilquidance in Haida. My Clicket name is Zachu, given to me at birth, and I also have another Tlingit name of Shanskadik, and I'm honored with a Haida name of Skilquidance. On behalf of Tlingit Haida Central Council, I commend the Sealaska Heritage Institute for putting on another great celebration. It really is important for us to come together and celebrate our culture. I also commend the elders for coming up with the theme about our land. And as the good mayor said, our land is very important to us. And I want to thank the clans, the local clans, the Ak and the Taku and Ushkitan on the Eagle side for allowing us to celebrate on this land where Juneau is located. I don't have a lot of words. I'm not going to try to match Clarence. I'll just keep it brief. I just want to make sure that from Tlingit and Haida, we are here to welcome all of you to the capital city of Juneau. Kunaschish, Hawa, Deutschen. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like your help again. Is Representative Bill Thomas in the House? He's over there someplace. Where is he? Bill, why don't you come up and just say a few words? I want to introduce Representative Thomas. There are 2 Alaska natives from Southeast Alaska in the state legislature, and Representative Thomas is one of them. He's a Vietnam vet. He is very, very strong advocate for our people. Very strong advocate for our people. He is up for re-election this year, and this isn't a campaign speech, but I'd appreciate it if you'd vote for him. I could use his help, continue to help in the state legislature. Let's give Bill a couple of minutes at the microphone, Bill.
Change. I'd say welcome to Juneau, but I live in Haines and Cluckwan, but welcome to Juneau. I'm here about 4 months out of the year anyway. just walking through here, I run into so many friends. Took 20 minutes to get up here, and I see a lot of friends by looking at the screens. So I'll be here just till tonight. I'm going to Anchorage. I worked with Albert in the legislature to pass a very important veterans bill, and it's for the active military boys. And those of us who are veterans never forget the time that we spent defending and working for our country. I see many friends looking around in here. I'm wearing my Indian hats, Ravens Walk. It's the name of my boat, so I'll be here for the day, waving to people and talking. And I won't campaign because I got till November to do that. So thank you, Albert.
It gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce the next individual. His name is Chris McNeil Jr. He's a Sealaska President and Chief Executive Officer. He has been with Sealaska since 1978. He's been the Chief Executive Officer since 2001. He is the longest serving Chief Executive Officer of Sealaska Corporation. Chris took Sealaska to a new strategic direction. He helped us strengthen our financial strength. He helped us put together a company that was very diversified. He helped us get into the federal contracting area. He helped us get into diversity supply sectors. This has allowed Sealaska to become financially strong, and a direct result of that is celebration. A direct result of that is celebration. Sealaska Corporation is very pleased to have Chris McNeil as the Chief Executive Officer. And for those of you who don't know this, Chris McNeil is the grandson of Judson Brown. He is Eagle Ducklawady. Please welcome Mr. Chris McNeil.
Thank you, Albert. It's a great pleasure to be able to address you here, and I'm here principally to be able to introduce other people and to recognize them. The grand entrance is really just incredible, isn't it? It's just an amazing thing for us to be able to celebrate our culture. And we're all Native people together, and it seems to me that the celebration here is the best indication of what Sealaska and Sealaska heritage is really all about. We have a rich culture, our heritage and our values contribute to how we conduct business throughout the world. But I would like to recognize not only the people who are here, but people who are not. One of the things that occurred in thinking about the Sealaska Heritage Institute and the foundation is that celebration was really invented by a group of elders in 1982. And they invented a new tradition. They really thought this through and decided that there ought to be something different. Our introductory remarks were by Dr. Walter Soboleff, who was one of the key elders formulating that. And so I'd like to also, again, give Dr. Soboleff a special hand. The other key participants in that is my uncle Judson Brown was the first chairman of SHI, and I would like to give special recognition to his wife, Wilma Brown Johnston, who is here today. Wilma? The first president of the Sealaska Heritage Foundation was David Katzik, and he was there and really helped formulate all of this as well. And David is here today too. David? And my wife Mary was fortunate to work with him as assistant to the president, and unfortunately she can't be here today. She's works in Washington, D.C. as an appointee in the Obama administration. But our daughter Tasha is here to represent him. Tasha? Good. Another person that we really do need to also recognize too is that a current director, Barbara Cadiente, was also on the staff during that period. I didn't see Barbara here, but I'd like to recognize her as well. Now, during that period, the leader from the Sealaska Management Board who really put and made supercharge the creation of the Sealaska Heritage Institute was Byron Malott, and he in fact is the longest serving CEO of Sealaska. Byron. So I wanted to do that because I think it's really important to thank the people who really helped create all of this. Many who are not here today, but who really thought this through. I have a couple of introductions that are special to us. One of our partners is the Nipro company that does our partner in injection molding, and we have two representatives here today, Paul Kaiser and Joe Stadola, both vice presidents. Where are they? Now, we also have some special guest partners who came here, and you saw them come in on the grand entrance. The San Pasqual tribe of Mission Indians, and I think they traveled as a group the farthest from Southern California all the way up here to be with us. We had a very special relationship with them, and we assisted them in the funding of their casino, which has become very successful. And we've had a very long-term relationship with them. I think that this is a recognition, and we like to recognize them of their participation and their culture. And their chairperson is Alan Lawson. Alan? Where are you at? There you go. Now, the other thing that we'd like to do finally is introduce some special guests that we have from the Procter & Gamble company. We've got a very long-term relationship with them. We're one of their suppliers. For example, if you buy Liquid Tide and you look at that cap, chances are pretty good that we manufactured it. We're working with them, and we're working with a business model that I think some years ago that we worked to try to establish a relationship with the most forward-thinking companies in America. And Procter & Gamble has been a leader in developing business relationships with minority-owned business. In fact, they've been doing so since 1972, so this is not a new thing for them. They recognized a long time ago that the demographics of the United States are changing, and they are ahead of the curve in that change. The supplier diversity model is one of the innovations that they have proceeded with success, and they tell a story that actually began in 1837, and they've built a very strong heritage of developing relationships with their customers, and their idea is to make life better every day. Their values and their commitment is to purpose and people, and this really aligns with us in so many ways, and so far as we think about what we're about and what our culture is about. And I'm very proud to say that we've developed a very good and strong, durable relationship with P&G in their operations throughout the world. And we have several special guests here today, and that includes Andrew Butler, who's a senior purchasing manager. Andrew? We have Tom Taylor, who is a purchasing group manager, and he'll be the new lead relationship manager with Sealaska. And finally, I'd like to introduce Brett Shepard, who is Senior Purchasing Group Manager. He was the most recent relationship manager with Sealaska, and he'll give a short presentation. Brett holds a BA in Chemistry and Biology from Eastern Kentucky University, an MBA from Thomas More College, and since 1997, he's been with Procter & Gamble in various roles in R&D and in purchasing, and the brands and their business, and the majority of his time has actually been spent in plastics packaging. So I'd like to share with you just a couple facts. One is that P&G as a company operates in 180 countries. They have developed over 200 trusted brands, and we know them, I think, principally through Tide. And they serve about 4 billion customers out of 6.5 billion people on the planet. So with that, I'd like to introduce Brett Shepard for a short presentation. Brett?
Good morning. Thank you, Chris. First of all, I'd like to say that on behalf of Tom, Andy, and myself, and the entire Procter & Gamble company, it is a privilege to be here. I'd like to thank the elders and the leaders of the Tsimshian, the Haida, and the Tlingit tribes for having us. So thank you very much. I will not take up much time. I've got some notes. I'm probably going to screw most of this up anyway, so bear with me. Chris told us a couple of weeks ago when we first started talking about coming up that this would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us. I come from an area called Villa Hills, Kentucky, which is quite a while from here. And I can tell you that I was moved today throughout the ceremony. The purpose that Procter & Gamble has, our purpose itself, is to improve the lives of the world's consumers a little bit better each day across the world for future generations to come. And as Chris had alluded to, it's very similar to the purpose of Sealaska. The partnership that we maintain with Sealaska is very strong. We work very closely together. There are many, many things about our business model that we require from Sealaska, innovation being one of them. We must innovate in order to meet the needs of the world's consumers. We rely on you to funnel your ideas through Sealaska to bring them to us so that we can continue to grow together and be prosperous. We started, I guess, a decade ago, and in a very small way, but with a very few committed key players based on a few principles and an understanding of where we wanted to be. And that's where we've been, that's where we've come, and we look forward to being able to understand what the future looks like together. Again, I will not take up much more time. Thank you for allowing us to participate. We look forward to meeting some of you, and I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful celebration. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Shepard, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us in our celebration. Welcome to our homelands. Mr. Shepard, part of doing business with us is the result is celebration. If we didn't do business with individuals like you, we would not be able to do celebration. So thank you very much from everybody in this room for doing business with Sealaska. As our gift, we have two beautiful women who are going to put a blanket on you. Don't run away. Yeah, stand right there. And could I have the two other gentlemen come forward, please? Just stand right there. We'll have two other gentlemen joining you. We'd like to put blankets on these gentlemen too, as a thank you for coming to our homelands. And the only thing I want to tell you now that the blankets are on you is when we do the grand exit on Saturday night, we expect you to be there. Thank you very much.
We would also like to present a gift. If I could get some help, please. These products you see in the front of the stage are the products that we work on together. And we'd like to present the elders, as well as everyone in the audience, a gift of what we work together. So please accept this. Obviously, the elders will get some here inside. There's a booth set up outside. If we run out there, there is a container behind the building. So please come get some of this product, because this is what we've done together. I look forward to being able to do this potentially in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce and have come to the microphone Rosita Worrell, who's the president of Sealaska Heritage Institute and also a member of the Sealaska board. Sealaska Heritage Institute is very much responsible for this celebration. In fact, when I talked to her the other day, she said she's taken care of one catastrophe after another, and it takes a lot of work to put a celebration like this on. It costs a lot of money, and they spend a lot of time raising money and putting together this kind of program for all of us. In fact, all of you on television could see this across the state of Alaska. But would you please welcome Rosita Worrell to the microphone. Rosita?
Thank you very much. And celebration would not be possible without the dancers from our 51 dance groups. And also our many, many donors who support celebration. Thank you very much for all of those who have contributed to celebration. And also to our volunteers. We would not be able to do this without our volunteers. So a special thanks to our volunteers. And of course, we have to acknowledge the staff of Sealaska Heritage Institute. I want you to know that they have been working day and night, really day and night, to make sure that this operation runs smoothly. So thanks to our great, great staff. The theme of Celebration 2010 is our land. Whose land is this? And we want to acknowledge that in the voices of our ancestors. Haida.
Tlageo itlanga iitsung.
And in Tsimshian.
Lachjubum.
And in Tlingit. Ha'ani. Ha'ani. We know that our ancestors have always taught us to say that we have owned and occupied southeastern Alaska since time immemorial. And we know absolutely, conclusively, that our bloodline goes back to 10,000 years ago. We know that we have lived here for 10,000 years, and we know that our children and our children's children are going to live here for another 10,000 years. This land has provided us the wealth and the resources that make us who we are today. The Tlingit, the Haida, and the Tsimshian of southeastern Alaska. Today, our leaders are in Congress fighting for the final entitlement of our land claims, fighting for the entitlement of our landless, and fighting for the entitlement of our veterans who defended this country but who have not yet had their land allotments conveyed to them. And it is our promise that we are not going to stop until we secure all of our land entitlements, and we need your help. In recognition of this theme, we wanted to sing our Land Sioux song. And if I may, I'd like to call up Paul Marks and Jackie Peda.
Anyat Gusani, Yikewe, Yohan, Yatakotkeni, Yayigiha. I would like to quote some words that I heard from an elder during celebration in one of our meetings. Mildred Sparks was her name. She mentioned that when she went to Washington, D.C., her mother told her, with the bracelets that you have on your arm. That is your ancestors that are with you, so you can have courage. And we are encouraged today when we see our ancestors at U, when they have their blankets on. Atlein Gunachisha, and the welcome that we received. Those that have flown from other communities, and those who have taken boat by other communities. I feel it's like as if our grandparents are, with their arms are outreached to us, and that they want us to sit on their laps, and let it be as such that we feel that comfort and that strength. The song that was composed by Auntie Ethel, Chade Natika, Hathlis Kohas Ani, Akade Hatsakachtu Arch, Itu Ha Athas, Iesi Kakakane de Gag. Lest our grandparents' land lay desolate, our voice will always be heard on it. Repent of your feelings, my father's sisters, and pray for your ravens. Auntie Ethli Kayacha, Auntie Ethli Kayacha, ho, cha, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Aka
And now, if we could have David Katzik, the clan leader of the Shunga Kwedi, offer his closing remarks.
Gunalchish Anyat Kusani, Gunalchish, Gunalchish, where Adeya da Kunya, Gunalchish, Achish Haskan Achtedi, Achlis Guhas, Lukach Ati, Achlas Lis Guhas Dakdain Tan, Achta Kanuku, Kix Ati, Stakat. Yes, nach sati a plague klein nedi, gunnals cheese ya, ye goed waguti ya, yaki, ach tu haslitzin, ka ach tu yak ka ach tu siku, ya ki goed waguti, ho, ye wach tundatane yati. I was just asked to call Sam Pasquale and his people to come forward. I believe there's going to be a presentation to them.
We would, okay. Well, we would very much like to recognize the San Pasquale tribe and Chairman Alan Lawson by giving him a blanket in honor of our relationship with him. Thank you, Ganesh Jish.
On behalf of my tribe, we sincerely thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coming to our aid when we first wanted to go into business. Sealaska and one other tribe came to our aid, helped us go into business, and because of that, we have become a very, very profitable tribe, and we thank all of you for having Sealaska help us. And I have a few gifts here for the elders, but thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts for helping us.
I'd just like to say a few words, you guys. Thank you very much, and your hospitality has been overwhelming to us. I know when we came in and we saw the youth sing, I mean, I'll admit, I was on the verge of tears. I mean, it's just so impressive. And like the chairman said, you know, we have had a relationship, a business relationship, and now we've come together and united, and now we culturally are showing some similarities. I don't know if it's coincidental or what, but our reservation was established in 1910. And so, as you know, it would be our centennial. And what we've done, in the 19th of June, we're going to have a ceremony down there. And what I brought for you guys is just a flyer. We do have a poster, and I feel as if, Chris, we would like to send up to your museum because it'll be a nice archive. But this is our poster. It's a flyer, and we have what we call traditional games down there. They're peon games. They're a guessing game, old ancient game, and we also have bird singers. And this will be a ceremony, a gathering that we will bring in the peon players and the bird singers from all over Southern California to participate at our reservation. And thank you guys very much.
Goodness cheese. This little brief interruption gives me a real good opportunity to share with you the spirit of our ancestral people. We didn't hesitate to do what we needed to do when we were going to do something that was right, noble, and honorable. We didn't stand here because we were called a tribal leader of a particular clan, or because we had our atu, our Chilkat blanket on, or our tribal hat. We were willing to step aside for other people. And this, in other societies, is looked at as a weakness. I want the young people that are here today to know beyond a shadow of doubt that this is the sign of strength, inner strength, the ability to step back and not stand there and say, this is who I am. When I began speaking, I said, on Yatkusani. What, for those Tlingit people that are out there that know what the word on means, holler it out. What is on? What is it? Yatko, what does that mean? Children. What does that Sani mean? It means precious, precious children of the earth. Noble children of the earth. What a powerful way to build a relationship with other people, other human beings. For us to look at one another as being noble, precious children of the earth. To honor others before ourselves. To hold others up before we hold ourselves up. To stand with, to help, to encourage, to compliment, to recognize, to accept. I want to say today, as a traditional leader of my clan, I want to let you know how my heart feels. That you are noble, that you are precious, that you are special, and it isn't the hat or the blanket that I wear or you wear. You are precious without those things that one day will perish. You are special. You are very unique. You are really wonderful. And I'm glad that I can say this, and you know what? I'm not running for anything. I'm saying this to you because that's what my grandfather, James Clenot, from the Tlakahadli tribe told me. I'm saying this to you because I heard Charlie Joseph from Sitka say these same words. Those of you who hear the names of these people should be standing up and shouting, because what you see here right now is the vision of a people who loved who they are and who loved their children and loved to compliment them, loved to smile with tears running down their face as they saw their little children coming out and dancing on Yatkusani. Say that. On Yatkusani. Say it again. On Yatkusani. Say it one more time. On Yatkusani. One more time. On Yatkusani. When you feel that in your spirit, when you feel it in your heart, when you sense it will cause you to come to tears, because then you will realize that you're a miracle, regardless of the color of your skin, the language you speak, the community you come from, the clan you may be of. When you begin to appreciate yourself, it develops our relationship with one another. But you know what it does most? It makes us work with our land. Working with our land, because we are noble children of the earth. And I'm glad that I can say this. And then to all the shareholders of the Sealaska Corporation, you know, I'm glad that Sealaska does what they do as it relates to spending the money that they need, that they work hard for, and so forth. But I want you shareholders, to those of you that can stand up, I want you to give yourself a big sound of applause, because it's your money that is actually funding what's happening here. So give yourself a cheer, because you're investing in the future. You're investing in the people. You're letting your boards of directors know that that's what you want. And they're listening, and they're paying attention, and they're doing a great job. Yes, when the celebration first happened, it was a challenging experience. And as the president of that organization that initiated this, two people I really want you all to know. One was my uncle Joe White from Hoona. He was a Thunderbird. And the other was William Johnson, who was a Tuckdainton from Hoona. Those two men called me up and asked me to sponsor a particular activity where all the elders would encourage the young people regarding who they are, where they're from, what clans they come from, but really, when it comes down to it, how precious and how special they really are. Say Anyatkusani again. Say it with feeling. Say it like you believe it, because it makes a big difference. Anyatkusani Fantastic. I think in my next life I'll come back as a cheerleader. But anyway, I want you to know we all love you. You're all special. Thank you for the Haidas, the Simpsians, and there was one other group that came dancing by here a little bit, the Alutics. Thank you for coming here. And I remember in the very first celebration, there were a few of the Alutics who came by and said, you know, they had their really beautiful regalia on and so forth, and they said, you know what, we don't know very many of our songs. At least at that time, that's what the people that came. And you know what, they were over, I think, in Thunder Bay and other areas, and the Tlingit people learned the Alutiiq songs, and if I remember correctly, we were able to trade and give them the songs back that we had learned. And so I married an Alutiiq. And I ended up having some really neat children. And I'm they're really proud of their heritage. So I'm not gonna, I talk too long, but I want you all to know this is a fantastic type of thing. If those who are now gone, with the exception of Dr. Sobolov, there would be tears streaming down their face today. So thank you very much. You're noble, you're precious, you're very special. There's nobody like you. I always like doing this in school. Why don't you all take a look at each other so that you don't leave here with somebody not saying you're precious. Look at somebody and say, you're precious. Thanks.
I guess some of you are late for the photo. You better get outside. See you, the dance start at 1 o'clock, Rosita? What time does the dance start? 12:30. Dance, the first group is at 12:30, so get out and get your picture taken. Thank you very much.